Okay, English composer. It's a Kyrgyzstan one-sum banknote. Let's look at the obverse.
Abdulis Maldibayev, 1906 to 1978, Kyrgyz composer, actor, and operatic tenor singer. Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan. That's a country you barely even know of, but it's a central country of Asia. This is one of their banknotes issued in 1999. The Republic of 1991 to date. And it's demonetized as far as I don't know how long. And this is the obverse. This is just musical instruments. You got a country that endorse a musician on their banknote.
Kyrgyz national musical instruments, Omuz and Keelchiak against the building of the Kyrgyz State Philharmonic Hall in Bishkek.
Okay, let me see something here. Okay, I'm gonna do some AI reading here. But without that, that's just a musical person on their banknote, which I never even saw before, which is bizarre, but foreign countries put bizarre other than presidencies like us on the banknotes. But I'm gonna do a story on King Jeroboam for Got Questions.
The following is a presentation of Got Questions Ministries.
Who was Jeroboam in the Bible? Jeroboam was from the tribe of Ephraim, a servant of King Solomon's, and the son of a widow. He later became the first king of the divided northern kingdom of Israel. He is first mentioned in 1 Kings 11 verse 26. Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, an Ephraimite of Zeradah, a servant of Solomon, whose mother's name was Zeruiah, a widow, also lifted up his hand against the king. Jeroboam was a skilled worker, and when Solomon saw how well the young man did his work, he placed Jeroboam over the labor force of the tribes of Joseph. 1 Kings 11 verse 28. One day the prophet Ahijah approached Jeroboam with a prophecy. The prophet tore a new cloak into 12 pieces and said, "Take 10 pieces for yourself, for this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. See, I am going to tear the kingdom out of Solomon's hand and give you 10 tribes." 1 Kings 11 verse 31. The idol worship of the Israelites caused God to divide the kingdom. The house of David would retain a remnant of the kingdom, including Jerusalem, because of God's covenant with David. After this, Solomon tried to kill Jeroboam, but Jeroboam fled to Egypt and stayed there until Solomon's death. 1 Kings 11 verse 40. Following Solomon's death, Solomon's son Rehoboam became king and foolishly threatened to make life more difficult for the people of the land. This led to a rebellion against Rehoboam, and the 10 northern tribes crowned Jeroboam as their king. The division predicted by Ahijah came to pass. Jeroboam had been promised great blessings and a continuing dynasty if he would follow the Lord. However, Jeroboam did not obey the Lord. Instead, he had 2 golden calves made for the people to worship in the northern kingdom, and made priests and celebrations for them. This idolatry is often referred to as the sins of Jeroboam in later chapters of 1 and 2 Kings. King Jeroboam was confronted by an unnamed prophet from Judah in 1 Kings chapter 13. Later, the prophet Ahijah pronounced a severe judgment on Jeroboam and his family because of Jeroboam's blatant rejection of the Lord. "I am going to bring disaster on the house of Jeroboam. I will cut off from Jeroboam every last male in Israel, slave or free. I will burn up the house of Jeroboam as one burns dung until it is all gone. Dogs will eat those belonging to Jeroboam who die in the city, and the birds will feed on those who die in the country. The Lord has spoken." 1 Kings 14 verses 10 and 11. In total, Jeroboam reigned over the northern kingdom of Israel for 22 years, and then he slept with his fathers, and Nadab his son reigned in his place. Nadab reigned over Israel for 2 years, continuing his father's idolatry. Then Baasha plotted against Nadab, assassinated him in Philistine territory, and usurped the throne. As soon as Baasha began to reign, he killed Jeroboam's whole family. He did not leave Jeroboam anyone that breathed, but destroyed them all, according to the word of the Lord given through his servant Ahijah the Silonite. The dire prophecy against the house of Jeroboam came true. Though Jeroboam began well, he did not end well. God raised him up as king, yet as king he plunged the entire nation into sin. His life offers an example of the powerful influence a person can have over others in a negative way. His judgment shows the truth of Galatians 6 verse 7. Do not be deceived, God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. A little over a century after Jeroboam's death, another king named Jeroboam ruled over Israel. King Jeroboam II came to power in 793 BC. He also did evil in the eyes of the Lord. However, the Lord granted Jeroboam II military victories against the Syrians, and used Jeroboam II to preserve his people.
Got question.
Okay, I will be tasing us out from here. Out.